just want to say a quick thing about time. This is going to run over a little bit. We are embracing this thing where we're trying not to worry quite so much about it, right? I understand if people have places to go, it's okay. Part of the reason is we have such an amazing turnout with families, so thank you so much for reading the 27,000 emails I sent you, inviting you here. So thank you so much, and thank you for we're coming to two really, really important parts. So hang in there, everyone, okay? So we are so fortunate here at JUC to give the opportunity for our 8th graders to navigate those rocky middle school years with church friends who are all trying to go through the same thing. So as they're wrestling with questions about school and friends and parents, they're also beginning to ask big questions like, where do we come from? Why are we here? What does it mean to be part of a church? So guided by our church values and by their advisors and mentors, the COA program helps the youth explore these questions through various lenses, leaning into the Unitarian Universalist idea that we're all on a lifelong journey of spiritual exploration. So you're going to hear from one of our COA mentors in a moment, Andrea Aiken, and then from Erilyn Keaty, who worked tirelessly and diligently this year to revamp our COA program. The youth are going to receive a gift, and I don't like to give gifts and you don't know what they are. So an important couple things in their gifts is they worked a lot with the chalice this year, so they're going to receive a necklace with a little chalice pendant and a tea light to remind you of the light inside of you. And then they're going to get a little bookmark that has the words of Wendy's blessing and a couple other things. So I'm going to invite Andrea to come forward. Actually, I'm going to invite all our COA youth to come forward and take your spots you remember like we practiced earlier. And then Andrea.
Good morning. My name is Andrea, and I've had the honor this year of being a coming-of-age mentor. During COVID, I took classes to be certified as a preschool teacher. I kind of did it on a whim and because the classes were free. But learning about education and how the mind grows and learns was fascinating and deeply engaging for me. Last fall, when I saw the request in the newsletter for COA mentors, I thought, sure, why not? The time demand wasn't much, maybe 4 hours a month, and I was already here on Sundays, so why not? But I wasn't really prepared for the class. To really think about what I believed about the world, I had some answers, but I quickly realized it wasn't so much about my answers as about their answers, about listening and learning how they have experienced the world. There were occasions where my answers helped a little, but it was much more about my questions, about hearing their experiences and allowing those answers to really penetrate. Being a mentor has been a gift, but it has also been very expanding for me this year, seeing the world through different eyes, hearing what it's like to be an 8th grader right now. It has been both a privilege and an honor, and also fun, to share that with this group of students. I invite you to consider joining us next fall and having your own experience of depth and sharing and seeing the world anew and fun. Why not?
Hi. I'm Erilyn Keaty, and I've been a member of JUC for 14 years. And I need you to know that I have these overexcitabilities inside of me, and sometimes they show up as a tremor, So you'll see my hands shake. It's not because I'm nervous, it's because I'm excited. A coming-of-age ceremony is a beautiful and meaningful moment, marking a significant step in a young person's journey. It's a time when we acknowledge their growth, celebrate their unique spirit, and offer our support as they embrace new responsibilities and opportunities. These statements are a testament to individuals, remarkable individuals, that they are becoming, that they are, and these people are filled with hopes, dreams, and the exciting promise of the future. Our COA youth have been on a fantastic journey of self-discovery this past year, truly diving deep into life's big questions, and through our updated coming-of-age curriculum, they have been exploring how diverse cultures have beautifully answered that timeless question, where do we all come from? It was fascinating to see how storytelling has always been a way to share values and beliefs, showing us that at our core, we all yearn to understand our place in the universe. And with the youth, and my other facilitators, and the mentors, we delved into our own Unitarian Universalist story. We connected with the people and ideas that have shaped our faith. We learned, or relearned, how we arrived at where we are today as Unitarian Universalists. And throughout it all, we were building something truly precious, an intergenerational community with our mentors through field trips and activities, fostering connections that will last a lifetime. Plus, our parents and caregivers were wonderfully supported in navigating conversations about God, and I don't quote it, but capital G God, and religion with their children. This is what we did in the first half of coming of age. It was a lot. In the second half of the year, our youth, and some folks who aren't here with us today, thoughtfully explored their big questions and values and those of the adults in their lives. Through heartfelt interviews and critical reflection, they learned what others wrestle with. Finally, they turned their attention inward, discovering their own personal guiding stars. Those core values that light their unique path. This entire year was truly designed to show them that they already possess the tools to wrestle with life's profound questions, and that their beliefs and community are here to guide and support them every step of the way, with love at the center. Just last week, we had a truly magical coffee house event. Our youth bravely shared their guiding star statements, revealed in their own voices their fundamental values and the experiences that have illuminated their journey. And Reverend Wendy connected it all with flower communion. This year's coming of age has been incredibly fulfilling. It was a joy to collaborate with our dedicated staff, but what truly touched my heart was witnessing this, some new and some not new curriculum, come alive through our committed mentors, facilitators, families, and especially our outstanding youth. Being a learner, a teacher, a mentor, and a parent are all sacred journeys. And it has been a profound privilege to support everyone who embarked on this COA, this year in these meaningful roles. I've found immense joy in our weekly Sunday gatherings, hearing from the youth about their joy and sorrows, and it has been an honor to witness their growth and the profound connections that they've formed. Today, at our celebration service, our youth are here to share their My Inner Light statements. In these 1-minute reflections, they will offer a key insight. They have something to tell you about what they've gained, about their inner constellation, and their journey towards identifying their guiding stars. We're excited to bring them forward. Thank you.
I was graced this year to spend time with Apollo Snyder. Apollo has chosen to keep their statement private and more meaningful, but we want to recognize Apollo. And now Braylyn will share her statement.
For a while, I didn't really get the question, where do we come from? I'm adopted, and I never felt like I belonged with my family. I felt kind of lost, because it didn't really feel like my family. It felt like my brother's family. The question about guiding stars was also deep for me. For a while, I didn't want to be alive, and I've tried not to be alive. When I was 12, I tried to take my own life multiple times. My mom found me, and I was sick. I didn't know what to do. For a while, I felt not okay. I felt needing of something more. And after I joined this class, I realized that there's so much more to that small problem. You can unpack it, you can make yourself feel known. When I met my birth mom for the first time, it was because she had a stroke. She had an answer for my sister's name, Brooklyn, but she didn't have an answer for mine. I get it was only a name, but I felt that name was the only thing she gave me. I wanted a bigger answer. Sadly, my birth mother, passed away 2 days ago. I don't know the reason. She was found in a hotel, which is weird, because I only met my mother 3 times before. They were always in the hospital. I wanted my guiding star to be something important, but to be honest, I haven't found my star yet. So even if that star is still being searched for, one day I'll be able to find it, and one day I hope you guys can too. Thank you.
I'm O'Brien, Keedy. So my mom actually, ain't no way.
You look beautiful.
Yeah, cute picture, right? Huh? So when I learned that my mom was redesigning COA, I was like, yay, go mom! But then I learned that I had to take the class while she was the teacher. And I was like, oh, Well, the thing was that I didn't really know what a guiding star was, or where do you find it, or like most of the mentors, I feel like maybe they didn't even have guiding stars. Especially not my mom. I asked her. But I was thinking the other day, and I don't know, my mom told me I had to come up here and give a statement on what my guiding star was, and I was like, well, I don't know what my guiding star is, but I guess if I would have to say something, I guess I really learned from, actually, I've been taking classes with Vanity and Braylon and Apollo all the way from 6th grade, Neighboring Faiths. And I've really just learned that even if sometimes you feel like you're the only person in the world who's feeling pain about something, there's really, it's not true. Everybody is feeling pain equal to, if not worse than yours. Like, you're really not alone. And that's really what's so important about this church, is that they're not here to tell you what to believe, or you're not here because you're trying to save yourself. You're here because you want a community to learn and to better yourself and to help yourself through this pain and stuff like that. And so that's really all I have to say.
Hi, my name is Cordelia Cheever. What guiding stars are to me are things that push me to be who I want to be, or that I strive to accomplish. They don't define who I am, but they are ideas and personalities that make me the person who I am. My inner constellation is around the ideas of confidence, connection, and generosity. I feel pretty confident in myself most of the time. I appreciate when people try to make connections with others, and by allowing others to be themselves and being yourself, you can show generosity. Personal experiences and supportive people have helped me understand what my guiding stars are and how they can create my inner constellations. Coming of age has helped me understand what a guiding star and inner constellation are and how I can define and understand them.
Hello, I am Dax Yost. Through this coming of year age, I have been called to pay attention to what makes me feel alive, to what helps others, and to what makes me feel true to myself. I hope I can continue to reflect on how I can move through my life without causing harm and making a person look to myself. Let me just restart that. I continue to reflect on how I can move through my life without causing harm and being a person to look to make myself better and those around me better.
So I've kind of landed similar to everybody else on this idea of community. And I've also landed on like the idea that there's a lot we can learn from other people. So like, if I believe in one thing regarding religion, that doesn't mean that that's the end all be all. I wrote a poem about it. I also just want to say, like, this was not something I was going to talk about, but it feels necessary. The people in this group have become some of my best friends, which is interesting because I see them once a week compared to seeing all my other friends every single day. And yet somehow I've gotten closer with them than I have with anybody else. 14 homes, a skyward plea, pain my tutor, setting me free. Inner light, ignited bright, in community's arm I found my might. God, the architect, divine design, refinement's fire made me shine. Resilience blooms where sorrow slept, my soul transformed, forever kept. I offer you this truth I've earned, for you to make it and create it your own. What is God to you? Who are you to yourself, and what do you stand by? Why is everything you have been through, pain and joy, worth who you are today? Seek your own lessons learned. Find the pain that sets you free. Unleash your inner light. Let your chalice shine. Your God, your guide, whatever that may be.
Hello. The coming of age year really called on all of us to explore what spiritual awareness is, and to me, about paying attention to my impact. on my world, in my relationships, and myself. My goal is to continue to be mindful and connect in ways that truly matter.
What they know that you don't is that I got to spend time at their ceremony a couple of weeks ago. And so, and throughout talking with Sarah and also with Erilyn, I got to hear what this, and play a role in putting together this program. So I want to say that it's not surprising to me that they formed really close relationships with each other because they got vulnerable. Because they asked each other and adults hard questions. They learned our tradition. They asked hard questions and they kept living into them. And for those of us who just want to say, aren't they sweet and oh, they give me hope, these are people who are having real lives. My thanks to you, Braylon, for your courage, my deep sympathy for yours and Brooklyn's loss. Thank you for being real with us. Thank you. That's what we do in this church, right? We don't just bring our whole and happy selves. We bring our fullness. We're in relationship with each other because that's what we hope for our kids. That's what we hope for our world. These kids did that. And so I want you to join me in blessing them in just a slide will appear. So coming of agers, I had the opportunity to be with you all, to witness your journey, to see how you'd grown. I've witnessed it again this morning. So as you move into high school, may all that you learned and the belonging that you felt hold you throughout these next years. Please receive this blessing from the congregation. Will you join me? We see you becoming. You are not the children you once were. We witness your growth. May your stars always guide you as you can continue to discover and uncover your light. So may it be. Blessings.
We're on the last stretch, everyone. Woo. It's amazing and beautiful and wonderful, though. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here to witness all of this. So we have two special youth today who just graduated from high school. Yay, and we are excited for them. So at church, we don't have graduation. We call it bridging, and we think about this as crossing the bridge from childhood to adulthood. So each of these two youth have grown up at JUC. I remember Sydney very enthusiastically dancing and playing during many of our children's chapels, and Elliot was a part of our children's and youth music program since time immemorial, it feels like, Elliot. He played an important role in our high school youth group over the past few years. So it is truly an honor for me to have witnessed the growing up of both of these two. So I'm going to call the name of each of our seniors, and you're going to come forward, and you're going to light a candle and receive a gift. And then we're going to do a special fingerprint blessing for you. Okay? So our first one is Elliot Martinez. So come on up, Elliot. And there are a few gifts, but one most important one, Elliot, is after you get your gift. Oh, Laura has it. So when we dedicate our children, we give them a rose where we take the thorns away. And once you are bridging into adulthood, you get a rose with the thorns still, just acknowledging the fact that life is full of beautiful beauty and some thorns, and hopefully we've given you some tools to be able to navigate those. So thanks, Elliot. All right, now I'm going to invite up Sydney Babcock. Sydney, come on up, light a candle. Like that.
I got it.
See, we're still here for you.
So here's the fingerprint blessing. We are going to invite all of the people in the congregation who have instructed or supported our bridging seniors. We're going to invite you each up here. You'll see, you'll be able to place your fingerprint on the frame, as my lovely assistant has indicated. So parents, that includes you. Anyone who has supported these particular seniors, come up. And if you are a teacher in the room, even if you didn't teach these two kids, please come up and put your fingerprint on the frame here. This is really important, and then this gets hung down the hallway with years prior. So as I said, this will be framed and hanging down the RE hallway to join the other years before it. So you will always be with us. Sorry and not sorry. So graduates, it feels good to say, and I hope you aren't quite sick of hearing it yet. The moments are narrowing, I'm sure. It is exciting always to see new ones launch. So we are excited. The adults in the room, those of us who've known you for a while, are excited. And we say, I just want to say really terrible things. We say things like, oh, you give me hope, in some range of voices. And we say, I know it's going to be okay because you're so much better than I was. As we say in the beloved homeland, ufta. Forgive us. Forgive us. We know the world is a mess, do we not, my people? We know the world is a mess. And our generations, and those past have done this. It is not your job to give us hope. It is not your job to fix everything. And here's the thing. You see the world differently than we do. You have fresh insights and more ways to connect, and you usually don't want to throw technology out the window. Just by random example. And we admire you. We admire you. And we see the promise in each of you and the way that you both shine. We see you. And we see your integrity, and we know a little something about those big hearts that you've been growing in part here. And we feel the weight on your shoulders in these often mean-spirited days. Know that, and please accept this blessing from all of us. And congregation, my God, if you've ever meant anything in your life, put it into these words. Take these in, friends, please. May the warmth of our collective witness imbue you with the courage to continue your becoming, knowing you're not alone, but forever knit to a community of seekers and justice makers. We love you. We do. You are always welcome back. Always.